Okay, hi guys. Thanks for joining. Sorry I haven't been on for a while, but it's been what can only be described as a massive journey to get here. And of course there's a lot of things that I have to set up again. So for instance, it doesn't quite look like we're getting any audio out of our speakers. So let's okay, so there is something going on there. That is, so let me just happy with that. Good. So thanks for joining. It's going to be a little bit of a journey to get going again. As you can see, like I've got views to set up. I've got a few controls, which I think what I might do is just set them up so you guys can see, because it might be useful. I'm not going to set them all up, but certainly these. There's a fair few on here. Oh, grey slide. Which one is that? 16. Okay, that's not right. So I just haven't had time to do all of this today. I haven't even been for a flight yet, so having a think about what the actually we don't need speed brakes because we can sort those out. Trouble is I need to do nothing to a lot of these just to make sure they don't interfere. I'm sure I could have saved these, but I wanted to see if that was one of the problems as well. So I think I can probably manage with most things. All I do need on that one is push button parking brake. That one will do. We're going to do nothing on there. What I wanted to do was give it a good test out before. Well, I still had some of the weekend left, so let's just get a few more just to make sure I don't accidentally do something. Fuel pumps, they sound like they need to go off. Eight flaps, right, we don't want that. We want gear lock override, gear down, push button. So I have a feeling that and a gear up, that is probably going to work. It should do. Let's try that. So up, yes, is up. Then gear off, and bottom one. And a gear down. APU, start APU. That's not going to work. And I'm pretty sure I can remember to do for all of these. But let's start forward with nothing, do nothing. I'm going to say sorry that I haven't had a chance to do this today already. Nose wheel tiller we've got, throttles we've got. That way around I think is fine. Although it shouldn't be, it should probably be reversed in Zibo, but it doesn't matter, it works. Rick, your question about FPS always bad. Well, X-Plane is a bit of an inefficient hog, so it is working at the moment. Obviously that's what Vulkan is doing, and I hope you guys can hear me too much. Tell me if it's too loud, because I still need to figure out the volumes. So toggle thrust. Toggle thrust reversers. So at least we've got those, we've got the gear, the rest I can all figure out. Flaps and speed brake can be done on the keyboard. I'll tell you one thing we do need on there, that is thumb hat. So throttle. We want AT on that one, so what is that going to be labeled as? Cool, okay. Well, let me know if it changes. I don't know how the rest of the sounds are going to do either. So I'm just trying to think. Right, so left AT disengage. Yeah, that'll do. And I think for this one, race slider, forward is that one, back is that one. That's a bit the wrong way around. But that is toga. Do left toga. And on the joystick we can have this one. Number 6 is EP disconnect button, EP disconnect. That'll do. So pitch and roll trim. Seven can be, that can be quite useful. And what I do need is push to talk. Now toggle PTT. Toggle PTT, that'll do, I think. That one. Okay, that's fine. And that can go to hopefully that will work. Right, let's get some, first let's get this view sorted out because that can be zoomed in. So I think I set these up and then updated, which meant the CG moved, didn't it? So that'll do. Something like that will do. I did one of these. Something like that will do for the time being. That'll do for that. And that looks like us sorted. Cool. So, bit late. Better late than never. The CSLs appear to be working. The random concord behind us. The frame rate is good. Let's just have a look around, make sure. So these are the ex-CSLs. That's weird, but everything's looking good. Lights are still not perfect, but whatever. So let's get the airplane fired up. Okay, push to talk works. So cool. So that is the radio sorted, and you guys wouldn't have heard that because the mics are off. Anyway, let's get our head back into the aeroplane. We've got the OFP here, and hopefully we will be able to do a flight to London, and X-Plane won't crash the desktop, and then once it comes out of beta, as long as I can just get it working, once it comes out of beta, then I'll probably start putting more things back on, but it's been a bit of a journey to get back here. Unnecessarily long one, it takes quite a long time to reinstall everything and try and sort it out. Anyway, we've got the Ortho, got lots of stuff put back on, and here we are. So, I think I just need to start up smart cars for KLM. Do 1859 Zulu. So we got at least 20 minutes to start up. We are on stand, I think. Delta 5-6. Quick panel scan of the overhead. Cabin duty and IFE's on. Belts and chimes off. Niters right. Diff pressure 0. This can come on. Scan the window heats. Pop the packs on. Oh, wrong key. So I need to change that because I can't get Happy Tab up. That's the key I use. I remember changing that at some point. It's amazing what you forget. Anyway, 240 is our cruise. Going from the written OFP, and Heathrow is 83, so we'll call it 100. So there's the overhead done. And if we get the lights on, is there? See the airplane getting shaken about there, so I don't think I haven't got a head shake. I haven't got a lot of things really, so a little bit different. Everything's back to default. It's got any hydraulic pressure. That's interesting. Oh, I tell you what. So, is the installation gone wrong? Doesn't look it, does it? Message on here. Like I say, I haven't actually flown, so... What am I missing? I have got AC power. That's interesting. Why did I have to fix all failures there? OJP. Well, it hopefully will be going good, but that was a little bit disconcerting. That electrical hydraulic pump failures. Hopefully the IRS is going to keep aligning because the damper, as it went off. Anyway, we have got hydraulic pressure now. We are going to have to defuel the aeroplane because it's gone back to default. The brake RTO light comes on, goes off. So why don't we start doing that now? Oh, right, there we go. So payload. Oh, this is probably going to be set up wrong as well, isn't it? So I'm going to have to check these. Change the weights again. That's fine, but we've got 111 packs today. Pop the cargo in, and I'm going to fatten that with the doors for the time being, just to save a little bit of time. Takeoff weight is not going to be that because we're going to reduce it and it's going to come forward because of tanks emptying slightly. 2.6. So we want 5.2 tons. And I haven't got a performance calculator either, so doing that. Smart Cars is running so that can go. Active Sky is running. And we're back in business. So why don't we just start our table? Why don't we open those. I'm not convinced that we're going to have my options. Well, it's only that needs changing. So Barrow. Cool. Right, let's have a speak to someone, get out departure clearance and start thinking about going. So the delivery's online. No, but there is no ATIS. Anyway, departing 36 left. Really? Really? You're making people go all the way over there. That's going to be a nice long taxi. Oh, we have got ATIS. So 132975. Oh, hello. Right. So we have Delta departing 36 left, 020, 18 gusts 28, variable between 340 and 060 and 020. 10k, broken 2500. What was it? Overcast 3500. And delivery is 12175. Oh, you guys wouldn't have had that because.
Zibo delivery, goedenavond, vKLM 5 tafel, requesting IDRID to go.
Okay, so there we go, I've just turned that.
vKLM 5 Bravo, goedenavond, dit to Düsseldorf, Arnhem, sector departure, runway 36.
How that is for levels.
60 squawk,
just turn it down so they're a little bit quieter than I am.
Via the Arnhem 16 departure, Arnhem 60 and squawk without Bravo, impact correct, airport, fully ready.
Good, so we get clearance in a minute. Nav data is correct. Oh, I'll tell you what we have done. We have loaded up in the wrong aeroplane. That's embarrassing. I'm just gonna crack on anyway. and hope that it doesn't go wrong. Oh, that's just incredibly silly. So we haven't even got a KLM aeroplane, whatever. We'll just say they swapped it. So, route-wise, we're off to IDRID. Then Lima 980 to Logan. So I'll fill that all in. But yeah, sorry guys, as you can see, nobody mentioned that here's our beautiful KLM aeroplane, that we are the wrong livery, in the wrong aeroplane. So, whoops. I have no idea if this will get picked off or not. But if we start up again, I'll have to run through the whole thing all over again. Anyway, ATC might query it a little bit, and so may a few other people, but it's going to be one of those days. I just want to get this flown and see if it behaves itself. Hardly noticeable, yeah, just a quick spray job.
Delta current connects on 011, hold position and confirm ground from 128, bye-bye.
So, let's see what we get given. Skipper delivery, good evening. KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
Delta X-ray, bye-bye.
Just waiting for the last guy to read back. Clear to Heathrow, Vola to Victor, departure, runway 36 left. Initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 6272, KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
Delta X-ray, back left, airport, fully ready.
Wilco, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Right, let's have a look at the chart, because we are off 36 left. So, Falco to Victor. No, Vola to Victor. I can live with that, that's the nice short one. Pinning, right, there we go. So, initial climb is 60, that's fine. We are going to be off the Amsterdam VOR, then we need the Schiphol VOR, and then we're off Spijkerbor. So, we need to skip off the MSAs. So 11395 we pop here. 1133. And 1 beat. I suppose we do 1 beat. 4. Just on each in case we need it. Now that is 003 outbound is 242. And if we have a look at 36 left, miles away, so 003. And we've got our initial climb, so I'm happy with that. We can pop what the flight directors are. Now I don't have these mapped to a key, so that could be a pickle. And we've got our fuel, so let's pop those pumps on. We might as well pop the logo on it, it's getting dark. And let's have a look, what's our zero fuel weight giving us? So compared to the plan, sorry I'm not putting this up guys, just a little bit too challenging for my poor brain at the moment. Zero fuel weight 55, we've got 54.8, I can definitely live with that. Our planned fuel, trip and taxi 2451. Reserves, our alternate is Manchester, it's going to be 2.6 and up to 2.7. It's actually 2590, so round up twice. Cost index for KLM is allegedly 15. So, like I said, I can't do any of the takeoff performance, so I'm just going to leave that as is, even though it's a huge runway. Takeoff is going to be flat 5. Now the wind was 02018. It is at 2 here, so I'll do us. I'm not going to put in the runway slope because it's not going to matter with our performance. 475. About there. Except those V speeds, 142. Because I mean, as you've seen when we have used the calculator, they are not a million miles out. Departure is 36 far away. And it was the Roller to Victor. Yes. No, we're not. So, descent forecast, I'm going to pop in now. Of course, it's going to be only 200, 150, 100. Transition level is not going to be 3,000 feet in the London TMA. It is 6,000, get 075. Probably get that correct when we get there. The Q&H we will go off the plan, the Q&H, and then we'll update it if we need to, but it's one less thing to do. If we do it now, of course we'll put that in. Oh, in which case if it is 104, 0704, the transition level. So the descent wind's off the OFP. Hopefully we'll get a nice descent into London. Don't get to go into Heathrow very often, so I should probably fly KLM more frequently. 254, 25, 50 is 275. We'll pop in the Logan 1 hotel and then we'll leave the runway later, we won't enable cruise. So Logan 240, we can update that. Good, so that's sorted that out. We'll go back to takeoff page, legs, reasonable distance. Oh, hello. Frame rate dropped a little bit there. Maybe it was a weather redraw. I'll pop the lights on because I think it's probably going to get a little bit dark. The IRSs are aligned. Got no keys, so I'm going to have to do that manually. Get the APU started.
Captain has to turn the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until clear and ground properly away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers
Essentially just go for 1,000. As soon as I've got the data, so that will do. And he explained it, believe it. Oh. Thanks very much, Captain Reynolds. Right, well, thanks for spoiling my optimism. It's already bad enough I've got into the wrong jet. But hopefully, let's see how we get on. I mean, like I said, it's a completely clean copy with... Alright, I mean, there's a few plugins, but there's a lot less than there were. So, not a lot else we can do really, apart from end up waiting for the beta to start sorting itself out. So, let's get stairs shut. So the APU can come on. Please come on. Pumps on. It's a case of door shut and pushed back. So something like that will do.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
So
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
And then once we are connected, we'll call up. So our departure is straight ahead till 5 DME of the Amsterdam VOR, left to 315. 7.1 DME left to track 271. And then at 11 DME off the... Oh, hello. So you go through it, past it. 11 DME, left to 212 to intercept SPY radio 242. And then on to IDRID. So, conventional nav aids there are, but it is a little bit interesting.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
On the ground. So we've got no head shake. I'm dealing with what I have got, what I haven't got. I just want to get it done then. Let's have a disaster. So I'm gutted, absolutely gutted if we do have. Hitched.
Tow connected
Yes.
and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray stand, Delta 5-6, request push and start. Apologies, Squawk 6272, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Yeah, we've got to do that. H1011 and over to ground. Thanks very much for the service. Take care. Bye-bye. KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Good. So there's no tower. Oh, and it's just Amsterdam radar. That's interesting. Good evening, KLM 7 Delta X-ray stand Delta 5-6, request push and start. I should start cruise queue at H1011 KM7 Delta X-ray. Good, so we have been cleared to push. GPU's on, toes connected. Wait for the secure
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Sorry about the sound set, that clearly hasn't updated itself either. Okay, so I can't hear them that well. I need to turn my speakers up. So it is 2:24. Kicks off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
It's a short push, so we will start up in relatively short order. So, backs off, so we're on. Start engine number 2. And I've got no hardware keys mapped, so sorry I can't zoom in. I've got to be able to drag it using the mouse. Anyway, like I said, thanks for the sub, Captain Reynolds. Hopefully we'll get back onto the X-plane wagon. I'll be pretty gutted if the tyre windows reinstall doesn't fix the issues, because that would have been for nothing. It's surprising how much accumulated X-plane stuff you have and how they've all got their own little quirks. Starter cutout, good.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Okay, brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Amazing how used to hardware and stuff you get. Anyway, we're going for max motoring. 25%, there we go, fuel on. Starter cutouts, and we are looking like we've got 2 stable engines.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
6, 3 on each. Push back with 0.2. So we'll just wait to see the pin before we do. Oh, why is that not? That seems a little bit more sensitive. There is the pin. So we have seen the pin. Flight 5. So there we go, flat 5, flight controls full forward, full aft, full left, full right, full left rudder, right rudder. set. Recalls checked. Let's do the checklist. Generators on, no lights. APU is off. Start switch is continuous. NTS not required. Probes are on. Air conditioning, packs auto. Leads on. Isolation valve, auto. Flap. 5 required. 5 set, green light. Stab trip 475, about 475 set. Starts idle detent. Flight controls checked, recalls checked, we're good to taxi. So Delta X-ray, stand Delta 56, request taxi. Taxi again. He's having a hard time. Is it even that busy here? Oh, so the Air Canada is blocking at the joint.
Sorry, sir.
So you just taxi through. LM7 Delta X-ray, request taxi. So taxi runway 36 left, fire Bravo Charlie, hold short, runway 36 Charlie, 7 Delta X-ray. At Whiskey 5. Okay, he wants us to hold at Whiskey 5. Whatever, my brain's not in it. Get the lights on. Clear left, clear right. Mix off. Configs checked. So second left onto Bravo, up via Charlie, and then the Whiskey 5. This? Well, I think he's meant to be KLM, but that's showing up as Japan Airlines, so it's doing a B. So we're going to follow Bravo all the way round, do a right onto Charlie. See the wind is. Aeroplane about quite a bit. because Holland is flat. Now, one thing I haven't got is out into vents, so that could be a pickle. As we found out, that's quite a useful, pretty useful one to have. Swiss is right, so the CSLs are working, which is good. So I've still got ex-Europe, got Ortho because I thought it was still going to be daylight, although at this rate, even bothered. Frames are holding up well considering. And the last stream with the massive drop in frame rate had gone on to OpenGL, which is why that tanked near the end of that stream. Sounds a lot like Speedbird. So down to the end, right on Charlie. I don't know why we couldn't just, I suppose I know why we couldn't cross a Whiskey 6. Kind of makes sense. Enter on that and do a left. November 5, it will be the first right after that. This is just the default one, mate. This is just default Schiphol. But what it does have is Airport Environment HD, which of course makes the markings and everything better. So Whiskey 5, which is going to be the next left. So the lights aren't looking too bad. Odd flashing lights here. Oh, I tell you what, they're for runway 09, aren't they? Very much doubt that would be there. Do they even have strobe lead-ins? Can't imagine it would have on a taxiway there. Anyway, Whiskey 5 clear to cross up here ahead. And then we can go and take whatever we want. We might as well go and take the end one, Victor DDR4. Yeah, I think the airport environment HD makes a big difference, especially when it comes to the taxiway markings and everything. I had the default ones on earlier before I reinstalled it, and it was terrible. You know, like the default stuff is really, really bad. So since it's free, I don't know why they just don't credit the author and then include them. It's a little bit quick. So clear to cross at Whiskey 5. So what's that looking like? Like an aeroplane at least. Some of the poorer models weren't looking as good. So Whiskey 5 we can cross. So when I last left Amsterdam for real, it was down all the way and round, which is a very long taxi. So you can do a left and go past 36 Centre. All the way down and come up here. So it keeps you clear under the approach, which is pretty cool. Mistake highway for runway, yeah, because you get across the road up here. Amsterdam 125.75, thank you very much for the service. Stay safe, take care, bye-bye, KM Delta X-ray. Challenging staying just on the centre line at this point. A little bit quick. So I don't think it matters which way you go along.
Okay, the cabin is secured.
Here.
Have a good flight.
No, we're not going to make that, so... So we'll just do a squeeze through here to then a little bit of a less left-hand turn. So it'll be Victor 4 down here. Cabin was already secure. Can arm your throttle down now. Be nice. Amsterdam, good evening. KLM 7 Delta X-ray approaching holding point Victor 4, runway 36 left, skip on. Clear takeoff, runway 36 left, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So, flaps set, trim set. It's checked. And we have been cleared. Clear on the left. taxi. Got 460. We've got stable engines, power, toga. Lots of rudder to get the airplane.
80 knots.
A little bit of into wind aileron to the right.
V1, rotate.
Ground speed is
Positive
so
brake.
low there.
$400.
See just how windy it is.
1,000.
See how the pilot copes with that. Yeah, bit of wind. Oh, not that again. Forgotten about that. So 0 accelerating. Climb flight level 130, 7 Delta X-ray. Don't think the packs will be getting out too soon. Passing flap up, flaps are up, we'll break off. Yeah, up and off. So we'll need some TLS in a minute. We'll leave the cruise sat down and the airplane is pressurising. So I'll just turn that off. So 315. It's going to be fun approaches. Hello, stiff end. So 10,500 to bend any of these. 271 we can tune. It's the 271. 11 DME 212. So there's the airplane accelerating. That's all off for pumps on. I believe everyone's sat down for the time being. Everybody's pressurising. It's checked. Climb flight level 240, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. That's left 212. I'm going to intercept. 2, 3, there it is. guys let me know. I'm just going to turn the speakers down. See if that's a little bit better, just to make sure I can be heard over that. Give us a shout if anything can do with turning up or down a little bit, and I can experiment it. Of course, it's quite difficult for me because I've got headphones and external speakers, so ATC audio comes through the headset. So, Lamborn 263. Mr. 10 check there, so just at 6.8, cabins at 3 and climbing steadily. Let's let the packs out. Run that up so you guys can see. Oh dear. Looks like game over. What's gone on there? Yep, Vulkan device loss error. So it looks like we won't be playing anymore. Ah, what a waste of a couple of days reinstalling Windows and everything. So I guess until we get something out of Lamina, then we're not playing, because it's almost unplayable without smashing the settings down to pop it back on OpenGL. So I am more than happy to keep trying to report it, but I think I'd like to think they had a handle on it, having read the last blog post, but perhaps not. We just mute that audio, seeing as it's doing nothing but sitting there. Anyway, that's a bit disappointing, especially as I've spent so much time faffing about with it, which clearly I didn't need to do. But never mind, that gives me a chance to sort out controls and get everything back to where I wanted it. So, sorry about that, guys. No rhyme, no reason. Maybe it's the weather. Plugins wise, we've still got a fair number, but it's clearly something a bit deeper than that. Anyway, thanks for joining as always, and hopefully once Beta 8 comes out, because 7 was a bit fatally damaged. Yeah, I only found that out when I had a look, but once 8 comes out, hopefully they'll have sorted the device losses and we'll be able to keep cracking on doing what we do. So, my recent efforts have been in vain, which is extremely disappointing, and I'm getting a bit rusty, so yes it has. So, yeah, I might try and get back on OpenGL, but it's just so difficult with OpenGL to get it running stable without massive frame drops like we saw going into Schiphol. So I'll have a play around and see what I can manage. I suppose I could probably turn a few things down. Maybe just go back to using default scenery. I don't know. I'll have a think. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you again soon, guys. Hopefully sometime this week. And if I really can't get it, I'll try OpenGL. I'll try and get that running again. You know, I used to manage with it, so I will get X-Plane back to where I want it to be. Do a little bit of soul searching, and hopefully I'll see you guys again this week. So thanks for watching as always. Captain Reynolds, thanks for the sub. Yeah, let's hope so. And thanks for the support. I hope to be winging my way back through the skies and taking you guys with me. And I don't know, Concorde seemed to make it happen a bit quicker, but at least we'll be able to get into Concorde at some point and do some fun trips with that. I think I've got some time to sort out scenery and get things tidied up, so I'm going to try and make the reinstall of Windows not a complete waste. But unfortunately, until then, bid you guys farewell. Thanks for the support. I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully soon. So until the next time, bye bye for now. Take care of yourselves and see you again soon.